Hit up the tour real quick, run a quick round in the tour, and then I'm gonna hop online, try to get some skins. Let's go. Lyger. I always play them on hard. Let me see if it's a harder level. Very hard. I'm gonna run one round with very hard. No, it's always 2 rounds in the Pro Tour. I'm gonna run them on very hard to see if they can keep up. Keep up with Lyger Goods, son. Side note, my boys lost today. Cowboys. You either love them or hate them. And they win, I don't hear anything from anybody. When they lose, the whole world come for you. I don't even. It is what it is. Like, what would have been shocking is if they actually won without some nonsense. Ultimately, it really sums it up with as like kind of to me football 1-on-1, like all the penalties, all this stuff like that cost you the game. It wasn't the where the ball was spotted on the last play of the game, trying to get a Tom Brady like drive down the field and score for the win. Like, yeah, Dak had the stage, the platform, the opportunity to show he arrived, whatever. It is what it is. Like, hey, they'll win when they win. Like, I don't know. I used to.
Par 5 for the members, par 4 this week for the
That used to bother me or whatever, but now it's like shit.
This fairway tilts from left to right ever so slightly, and the green tilts from back to front. Any tee shots missed out to the right, in the nasty rough, in the trees, almost guarantees you a 5. You
it's
find
just
the fairway
fun.
on the left-hand side. Now you need to avoid the bunker back left and front right. Anything long on this green or over the green is absolutely no good. That's where 5s and 6s are made quite easily. Leave your second shot below the hole is a must. You don't want a downhill birdie putt on this green because that could easily lead to a bogey.
Big day coming up. Can't wait to see how it unfolds, Rich. This should be an absolute beauty. The opening hole, Rich, at Eastlake is not an easy one, is it?
It is not. Second shot plays straight back up the hill, a green that tilts from back to front. 2 bunkers on the opening of this green, right and left, pose all sorts of problems.
My PGA tour is like on Pro-Am or whatever, but I'm like playing like the AI or whatever on like hard. So it's like a keep up thing, you either step up or not, in the 2 rounds, or either the 1 round. It's kind of like one mistake, one bogey gonna set you back. But that's what I would normally play with, like friends I know from, online or whatever when we play, or whatever. So when I switch over to like online playing opponents or whatever, just random people, it's on pro. I was telling them the difference is it's just different. It's not like you play better on Pro-Am after playing on pro. It's like on pro, if you hit, you get a penalty in a rough,
a bit of a rocky start.
You 200 yards away from the hole. Pro-Am, I use a driver. Like, it allows you to kind of, hit those shots. And then on pro, you can use a driver in the rough all you want. Like, your shot, you're probably going to, end up costing yourself another stroke anyways, or worse.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
Other than that, the differences are like the little putt and aim thing. One, I'm going to show you, I use putt and aim or whatever, but I can putt without the putt and aim too. You know, other than that, it's more so like the same. You know, on pro you get 3 putt, aim putts or whatever before you actually have to putt. But it's no different than really, let's say, if you had to shoot a chip shot or whatever, you could go down to like your putter and use a putting lane for chipping to kind of see the direction of the way the ball gonna go wherever it lands after you hit the chip, right starting into your carry. But it don't help you make the shot. It really don't, in my opinion. It's just saying, hey, if you would have shot it here, you would have been off. But when you go to readjust it, you still don't know, unless you kind of can gauge and look at the lie and determine on where to put it.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And he needs this to save par. Yeah, good putt. Well hold. He's currently tied for 11th.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
I know for me, like online playing, like versus actual friends who, like in a party invite, is also different than playing a PGA tour online, like the speed of the game. And then it's like playing other opponents, just random people online. It's different too. One, they don't really have like a full 18 holes on the, random matchmaking or whatever. To me, that kind of sucks. Like, I think for PGA 2022, like whenever it comes out, they need to add like an actual PGA tour online with like the matchmaker where you can hop in on a tour and run it like that. It just adds more to it.
Out of a cannon.
So I know Tiger's supposed to be on the front screen. That's what I heard. He's supposed to be on the front cover of the new PGA 2K.
Second
so we'll
shot
see.
Here on the third.
And hopefully it's more so adding things, not taking away things, giving extra options, stuff like that. Maybe more courses or, like I said, different options of play online or whatever.
Oh, my.
So,
what a shot that was, particularly from that predicament. This putt coming up is for birdie.
I tried playing on Legend, and that's kind of like going and playing Madden or whatever. I always play on Madden on that. But, you got that one player who, like, ranked #1 out of thousands of people and shit. Up here is like, I don't know how the fuck you playing Legend with nothing. Like, you can't even see the lie. It's like, I think even in real golf, your caddy or somebody assistant telling you, where to shoot and, all of that stuff. Up here, it's just like, yeah, go for what you know. And, I mean, it's doable, but it's kind of ridiculous, like, if you ask me.
I'm sure it looked better in their mind before they hit it.
Unless somebody can tell me something new about it that I didn't realize.
Well, I might not be able to get all of this, but it is setting up pretty good in the first coach.
Anyways, I just started this broadcast because I don't know, fuck it, put it on live, like, might link up with different players and shit and kind of like grow like a society or something, or whatever.
Not easy to find the green coming out of the rough.
And sure, I just like playing this shit like 3 rounds most of the time, but I put it on 2 just to keep the speed going up on like my tours or whatnot. But 3 rounds is like cool because it's longer. That's what I was saying. Hopefully in 2022 PGA or whatever, they add like more to it. Like I went to the designer course on this. It's okay, but it's not. It's almost like you kind of just got a few options to pick from to create your courses and all that. And
Hey, that's a chance.
the one course I made,
Well,
it
that's
was
a
like,
momentum maintainer.
well, I
Well
was
done.
there a par on, you know, a par 6. Like,
Now, 3 strokes back
maybe it
after
is
that
some
hole.
courses in golf, I don't know, where, you know, your par is made at 6 or whatever, and, you know, birdies
2
under.
great shots are required here.
That's like kind of too far-fetched or whatever for me, you know, so you got limited options and stuff like that. And seen some silly putt-putt courses. Maybe they're cool. I just haven't tried it. I kind of like
right off the shot. That's into the
running a
trees.
full 18 holes
Well,
on
Rich,
actual course.
this lie is
You know,
He's going to have to go down after
trying to
this
work
one,
out the
try and dig it out
kinks.
as best he can and hope for the best.
Other than that, like if I were to rate this game, you know, stars, 5 stars or whatever. You know, 1 or 5, 5 being the best, or whatever. Yeah, 4.5, I guess. Like, I like it. You know, it's just
that's not good. Straight into the trees.
more. Like, maybe a
And here we are
tour
with the
and
third
then
shot. 3 behind our leader.
your second tour or second year of a tour, a new tour, different courses or something, you know. Like, that, not that you remember all these courses or anything, it's just they
This needs just a little work to the left-hand
you are
side.
doing the same courses like if you start another
Not a bad
tour
approach, that
after
one, up onto the green.
the
A couple of putts from
32
there,
on
and
this
that'll be a
tour. I think it's
difficult hole.
32. It's cool
Well, I hope he makes
because
this one. It's for par.
you learn how to hit a lot of shots, learn how to use a lot of different clubs, a lot of different ways, and you know how to set your shot up for the carries, the wind, and all that stuff, the lies and stuff. So it's cool. It's just again more like you know more
Bogey putt
courses.
coming up
Like
here.
that's
Yeah,
what I
well
think.
hold. Let's move on to the next. He finds himself in a show
Anyways,
14th position.
I'm at a
And moving
4
down
under
the
par.
leaderboard as well.
I kind of been like just swinging or whatever, not really even looking at my lines, not any of that. Like, not bragging, just saying like it's cool, but you do kind of gotta, you know, make sure you kind of
off the tee
are
loop.
paying
It's only
attention to those key things,
525
like
yards, but the second shot
the
goes
type of
straight
club,
back
the
up the
distance
hill.
from the
Just
hole,
a little length
the
helps.
fairway, the wind, the lie from where you're shooting, the lie from where the ball is supposed to land according to the aim, stuff like that. Like hole in ones, I only made like maybe 3 since playing this game. I started playing this game back in August of this year. I mean of last year, and like I was playing on Xbox, and then I switched to PS. That's a big difference too, controller wise or whatever. Like other than that, gameplay is, you know, I mean, like the courses, all of the, you know,
That's a smart option. Back into the fairway.
options and stuff are the same. But as far as the joysticks, very different as far as, you know, making sure you get timing and tempo right. It's just a different feel of the controllers. But when I switched to PlayStation, I kind of stuck to PlayStation. I always been a PlayStation type.
This putt's about 4 feet
And
from the
now
hole.
sitting here with an Xbox X Series or whatever, the Black Cube, and but I got a few other games up there, of course, games you can't play on PlayStation. I just haven't switched back over for a lot of reasons.
That will take him to 5 under.
But I don't want to get rid of it either because they're hard to find right now. I mean, unless you go on like OfferUp and shit like that, and somebody freaking selling it for a ridiculous price and all of that, and it's like for all of that, maybe, but more than likely I'll pass. Like, it's just not that serious. Just walked in the GameStop like I normally do, and one day they had one, so I grabbed it. I just, you know, normally ask when I go in the store because my, you know,
deep rough here,
my
fellas.
daughter stuff gets
Let's
the
watch.
little
See what
Robux
they can
and
do.
stuff like that card. So while I'm in there, I might ask, and they had one, and I grabbed it. Shit.
Not sure if this
It's
one will stay on
cool.
the short grass. And here we are with the third shot. 5 shots off the pace.
But again, it's not like, PlayStation for me. And most of the people I, kind of game with or whatever, majority is PlayStation,
Time now for the 4th
Especially
shot.
the fact
5
that
shots
not a lot
off
of
the
people play
lead.
like the Halos, the Gears of Wars anymore. It's like, it's crazy. So all this online games and adding, what is it? Packs and shit like that. Shit's, I mean, I get it. It's
Gee,
cool, it's
that'll keep the
smart,
momentum
but
rolling, Rich.
Needed it. Needed
kind
that
of
in
like to
a
sit
big
back, like
way,
throw in
chipping
like
in for
Final
par.
Fantasy and try to go through
Well,
it,
that's worth
too.
reviewing. Let's roll the
Stuff
video
like
tape.
that, like I'm still, into those. But like the younger, my kids, nieces, nephews, whatnot,
Trailing by
it's
6
about
shots after
those
this one.
games, going back and forth to GameStop or online buying cards to buy
Struggle
like
of play here
clothes
on the
for your
opening nine.
players.
Here's the tee shot of the 8th.
Here I kind of just like played and gained the little coins or whatever over time and like grab
Well, now you
clothes
just
and
got to pray for good luck, because that one's heading towards the sand.
different options for my
From the
clubs and
sand.
stuff like that. But it's easy because it's fun to do, like, and you get like 500 points for, or I think it's coins for first place, and like on each course or whatever you win.
That won't get a good lie, I'm sure.
And then like maybe
Getting
I
ready
had to
to play
switch
there
over
for you.
from one PlayStation to the next, and I was like, let me just grab this pack because like my player came over, but I didn't have any of like the settings, like the gear that he was set up in or the clubs and stuff like that. So I kind of like grabbed a pack. Plus, I was looking for like the Nike stuff. What's his Tony Finau? It's the only one I
Right,
think
John.
I've
We'll just
seen him
put
here
the...
that wears like the
This one's
Nike.
looking like 24
They're not
feet
even
back here.
one of the sponsors on this game. I don't know why or whatever, but I use them all. It's just, it would be cool to have that in addition to the others,
Looking really good, this one. And this one will be for bogey.
Anyways, last bogey. Not bragging, just
Slide in
calling
here on
it.
the leaderboard. See
From
if
the
we can
ninth
answer it.
hole, the last hole in the front nine to the 18, all birdies, baby. Let's go.
We've reached the 9th hole. Time to tee off. Going with a 3-wood here. This one needs to kick left. Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt.
He's already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
See, even though I use it or whatever, it's like you still gotta hit the shot like
And he holds it.
correctly or whatever.
And with that, he'll move
Time
to
and tempo
5 under
finesse,
par.
like how you push the
Why
ball,
not
make
take
sure
another
you're looking
look
at
at
the
that
line.
effort?
Going uphill, downhill, the adjustments, like you don't always make that aim putt, even if it's showing it directly in or whatever. You could be going too fast, hit the
And
flag
stepping
or
up the
whatever,
standings
and
after that effort.
miss the putt, or hit
And
it
after a
too
birdie at the last,
without
take one
enough
on the
power
hole.
or whatever, and drop it short or whatever. Like it's so many other ways to miss the shot. Putt name is like kind of like your caddy telling you in real life, kind of sort of in the
That looks to be a
direction, the
fairway
slope of
finder to
the
me.
green and stuff on how,
I'm
what's
playing this one
best
from around
on how to hit the
120 yards
shot.
out.
That's what that is to me. So wherever this lands, I'm gonna putt without putt name or whatever. It's the same thing for me. I don't make them. I make more though with putt name on or whatever because you can't necessarily detect the exact speed uh, of the slopes. Like right there coming at the screen or going from left to right, you know, or whatever. You can't really detect the exact speed. That's why, you know, and the hole-in-ones are so tricky too, because it's almost like hitting it with all of that, you know, taking all of that into account in order to drop a ace or whatever.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Again, I kind of grow.
Fingers
I'm like
crossed for
more of an
Richie to the
aggressive
left.
player, so let's just say I'm on a, you know, on my drive.
Oh, good shot that. Right
If I
inside the
can't make,
range.
And this
I'm
one's for
using a
back-to-back
driver
birdies.
regardless, unless
The
the
chance
hole
to
is
move
like a
to
par
6 under the
3 and it's
card with this
short,
putt.
and you need to switch clubs or, you know, go down a club or whatever. I'm using a driver. I'm trying to hit the fairway. I'm more of the aggressive player, and it's more like a focus on like trying to make.
This
Let's
one's
say I'm
piled
playing
in.
one round,
A wonderful putt.
trying to make
Great
at
moment.
least
Back-to-back
18
birdies.
under par
I
on the,
like it.
you
2 in
know,
a
on the
row.
one round, like
Our current leader in
just
signatures with
doing
a
different stuff
one-shot
or
lead.
whatever, you know, stuff like that. So
You've reached the 11th hole, and the tee is yours.
I hadn't even looked at who leading this or how they started out. I seen it one time over here where I started on hole number 1 on one of the courses, and Justin Thomas, it was a dash through, like showing he hadn't even, you know, played the first hole, and it wasn't after until I got to the back 9 on hole 10. He started on hole 1. When I originally started, I was a 2 under par. He was a 9 under par and hadn't started that round yet. So like I went through, I was like a 12 under par when he started at 9 under par, and it was like, yeah, that's kind of like highway robbery, unless I'm missing something about golf. I don't know. As far as to what place you go in or what place you end in the
Going
last
with the
round
5
is
wood.
how you start the next. I've seen it one time where
Sitting at
after I got to the
1-6.
back 9,
Currently tied
another
for 8th place.
computer player started on their first hole, and I'm just like, how? Like, okay, cool. So it's kind of another reason I went at the very hard to see if like they started out like that, more like you start,
Wow, that
you know,
almost ran the
first,
hole.
and
5
you
feet
know
to
they
the
start with
bunker.
like,
Good stuff today, especially the short game has
you
been
know, at least
really sharp today.
5 shots ahead of you score wise under par, and you got to
Tight with
work your
line.
way up. How does it work?
And down she
You know.
goes. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole.
Okay, so Tony Finau is a 14 under par. I'm a 6 under par on hole 11. He's on
Teeing off
hole
here on the
11,
12th hole.
14 under par. I like this. I like this. Birdies, birdies, and big birdies. Let's go, Eagle. That motivated
This
me
one
to
looks to be heading
fucking
down the
pay
runway.
attention. Stop rambling about all of this. I ain't no pro or anything. Like, I just started this broadcast. Like, hey, fuck it, why not? Might link up with others and, you know, add to other portions of the game, you know, that just adds to the fun of it, I guess, you know. Shoot, I don't know. And I learn a lot from
Nicely done.
other players
Let's
too,
see if we
like
can make this
online,
big
how,
putt
you
for
know,
birdie.
just how they play it. I mean, from, you know, focusing on your drive on every hole, not rushing it, you know, or whatever. Because you really
Going in.
only playing yourself
Well, that should limit the
in a
damage. Nicely
sense.
done. And with
And
that,
if you could
we
add,
move
and
to
you
7
already at
under.
like,
Incredible.
let's say now
The
I'm at
leader
a
now has
7 under
1
par,
stroke
Tony
advantage.
Finau's at a 14, a pro, it's on very hard. He might drop a bogey. He might
We've
stay at
arrived
14
at
under
par
par,
4 hole.
but it's really like you got to push, you know, for that 18 under par. in the first round just to win it. So I don't know. Other than that, I don't know how the fuck he got a 14 under par. On the second hole of the back nine. I mean, I guess he made on eagles or some shit. I don't know, but good. I like it.
Hanging on to that one. You didn't hit your best there.
Figure out if it's a
Time for the
glitch or
second
not.
shot here at the 13th.
Because I think that Justin Thomas, a 9 under par around one of the events, and didn't start round hole 1 until I was at hole 10 and 12 under par. You know, 3 under par. Better than he was, and that's when it started. I seen it one time, so we'll see how this goes. Either way, I gotta step it up, and I think I forgot to do a putt without the putt name. I'll do it.
2 in a row. He's
Do a couple anyways.
Sitting at -8.
Kind of focus now.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Grabbing this first round. Again, I don't need putt aim to do that.
Let's see what happens here at the 14th.
Correction, that sounded cocky. Putt name is not gonna get me there. You still have to focus on all the different parts of your shot, from your club, which one you're gonna choose to win, the lie from where you hit, the lie from where it lands, where's the fairway, what are the obstacles in the way, bunkers, trees, all that shit. Like, you just have to. You have a unlimited putting aims per hole. That's not gonna, help you win.
Time for 5th. Opting for the 5 wood. That might be one club too many.
All right. Okay.
This would be a great up and down.
This is another thing too, and it's tricky sometimes, but like, chip shots are like, at some point, chip shots for me are more comfortable than putts, because you get some unrealistic lies where the speed of the green is so fast. It's like, okay, you can't even. There's no way to, no direction to putt in order to get the right angle for, for you to make the shot. Like, it's crazy. And sometimes you can switch to a chip or whatever, and you can
almost went down.
Get past some of that lie, or whatever, and make the shot. I missed that one, and I'm still using putt aim. It's just a habit. I don't really pay it that much for mine, but
no movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player.
Fuck it, I'm gonna just try to win round 1 with 4 holes to go. I need a few eagles, because
and we've arrived at a
Tony Finau. Not only is he the only one wearing Nike, I think it's like one other player. I could be wrong. It's not available for some reason. Unless somebody know a code, shoot, hit me up on my broadcast if you know how to get the Nike apparel. Also, he's not hitting the fucking 16 under par on 18. At 14, it's just not going down.
Yeah, he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Yeah, it took a bit too much club on that one.
Think so. Well, let's recover. It's just fun. I'm just rambling and shit, because I don't want the fucking broadcast to be boring. Damn. So
What
it's
a
like
shot
I would
that
have missed
was.
that
Making the difficult
because of the
very
speed,
easy.
but it wouldn't have
Let's see
got
if he
there
can
just
make
because of the
this.
lie.
Keep the par on the card.
And maybe I could have flopped or whatever. Splash.
Putt is underway.
Good putt that.
Maybe.
Our leader is currently
Whatever.
enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. And there's a lot of pressure on the line, Rich, as we get to the closing holes at Eastlake. And here we are at 16.
Tough tee shot, 454 yards. Deep bunker down the right-hand side. Tee shot plays
It's
straight
like for
back up
him
the
to be
hill.
a 16
Go
under
ahead
par
and give her a
on
wallop.
14. He had to have been looking at the big map I pull up in a second, right? And on just about every hole on par fours, out of the par fours that's been through the first 14, he had to find this shit right here where, let's say you driving from here, he had to find out like an angle he could hit to where it would put him closer or close enough to hit the hole, and like, you know, with eagles or whatever. I ain't explain that well, but pretty much like being able to hit, let's say you could have hit an albatross on one, basically the way the hole is designed. I think it's called a horseshoe design on a golf course, where even though let's say it's 500 yards to the hole from driving, the way the course is set up, horseshoe like, it still counts the yards as distance. However, you could cut through, for instance, if the hole was here, you could cut through if you trust your shot or whatever and you're aggressive and you want to try it. And really, you're not going around an entire shoot just to get to the 500 yards. That's what it is. You know, just paying attention to the course. We did it, baby.
Oh, this needs a little right turn, Clyde.
Let's go, Clyde.
That's right
All
out of the
right.
copybooks. Exquisite.
Set the front of my memory.
Ooh, a 9-foot chance here.
Putt without putt ain't this right here. I don't really want to. When I'm on 16, I'm not catching them, so I'll show you. Like it's paying attention to the lie or whatever. I even go up over top to kind of see, you know, or whatever. Sometimes I pull the flag. Sometimes I don't. So, okay.
And
All
this
right.
putt coming up for his par.
I'm still going to
In she
18 without
goes. Let's head
putting.
to the next. Now 8 shots back after that
For
hole.
me, it's good practice too, because it's kind of like getting a rhythm
And as we get to the penultimate hole at Eastlake, Rich,
for
what does it require?
live and
The
speed,
tee has
green
been
speed,
moved
and
back
all
some
that stuff
60
too.
yards over the last couple of years,
It's
putting a
kind of doing
premium
that. Like
on
it got
finding the
me
fairway.
to the point
Those
of where,
bunkers down the
like, if I'm
left-hand side
going
are menacing,
to
to say
do
the
a
least.
matchmaking online or whatever,
Sometimes you need a hacksaw to get out of this rough.
even when I initially started, like I wasn't dropping putts from, you know, 100 feet or whatever it is, you know, at first, or I still don't most of the time, but I'm not missing like putts from, you know, 20 feet, 30 feet and stuff like that. You know, I can hit those and keep
Looks
up or
to be going
whatever.
with a hybrid here.
So,
Oh, this one should find the surface. Good shot, this. And
nah,
here we are
I
with
ain't
the
paying
third
attention
shot.
to my clubs. Anyways, I'm comfortable with this for 18. I am going to try to drop an eagle because I can't let
That shot goes down.
Tony
And that'll be for
Finau
birdie.
with that crazy
Absolutely
score.
insane.
Thank
I've
you,
never seen
thanks.
anything quite like this. What a
Lyger
shot. Let's go ahead and put
Goods
the old stink eye on another one.
is the new kid in town. I gotta get out this all white too. It looked like the jeans he wearing looked like his fucking zippers down or whatever. It's weird, but
Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole.
Can't nobody see that when you're hitting chip shots like that. But you know what I mean.
And after a recent switch of the 9s here at Eastlake, the finishing hole's gone from a tough par 3, Rich, to a really gettable 5.
Go ahead and take out the driver and enjoy this tee shot. It
Never
might be
scared of a
difficult,
drive.
but if you
Sometimes I
hit
don't
it in the
care if it hits
fairway,
the
you'll
rough.
definitely be rewarded by being able to go for it in 2.
It's just about making sure you
Looks
get
like
the
this
right
one's heading
shot.
safely for the fairway. Sitting at 9 under and a share of 7th.
Here's a good example. For instance, like if I would have went just a few yards further and I was in the light rough, even the light rough on pro, and I was, it says I'm 211 yards away. Let's say I was 180 from there, and I pulled out a driver, and I got the timing and tempo down. It'll say like perfect for, my backswing or whatever, or forward swing or whatever it is for timing. The shot will be straight, and it'll show when I aim or whatever that it's gonna go this distance, and it will go like in this it'll get wet, every time. It doesn't give you, that exact, this is where the ball, or kind of in the area where the ball might land as far as the aim. It just doesn't happen
Going
on
with the
pro.
5-wood.
So, just a little advice I learned:
This
hit
person
it in the
displays the
rough,
power game in pure
hit
fashion
it
there.
back to the
Using
fairway,
all
play
of his
with your
muscles to get
irons,
that one home in 2.
hit it as hard as you can
It
in the
would be nice
fairway.
to
Try
make
to
this
keep it
putt.
on the
This
fairway.
is for eagle.
Save yourself your birdie or your par or whatever else, because you're not dropping that shot on pro. Again, no putt aim, no speed. I missed it, or whatever.
Yeah, that was
I'll
slow
get
for
in
this
the
James.
rhythm in a minute.
Downhill putt, and certainly was robbed on that effort.
Yeah, it was.
Round now in the books. Good luck next time.
Because
Well,
I'm
that's a
trying
pretty
to
solid start,
I
Rich,
don't
and they
give a
find
damn if it's
themselves
annoying
in
or
the
not.
mix
This
with
is my
victory.
broadcast. If you don't
So
like
far,
it,
so good, I must say, Luke.
all
I've been
you have
impressed
to
with how they
do
played.
is put your crazy comments down
I'm Luke Elvey,
and give me
alongside Rich
something
Beam, and on
else.
behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB
What I mean by
Studios,
something else is
it's goodbye for
some
now.
more substance, so I can talk. I might respond. I don't get mad or whatever about the shit, because I'm stepping online with a bunch of people who are going to comment how they want. And again, it only adds substance. Not that I'm dreaming about being like Howard Stern big at all or whatever. What's this kid who do the games and the movies? My kids watch this little internet show all the time. Corey Kinsu or something. Like, it's a funny dude. Like, he just does what he does and shit. Like, it's cool. Or whatever. Fuck, it's kind of free. Like, if you got internet and shit,
Delighted to have your company here on 2K
try it out.
Sports for our
I don't know.
PGA
I
Tour
used to
action.
hate
We're at the
social
Tour
media and
Championship.
stuff like that,
Today's
but
coverage is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for
this
this
shit don't
final
make
round
me,
action.
and fuck it, I'm
I'm Luke
having
Elvey, here
fun,
alongside
I
Rich Beam, and
guess.
it's the final round here, Rich. What's our next player up against as they begin it?
Right now, he has not got the victory secured, but a good final round here could see him into the winner's circle.
I know I can't wait. Let's get back down to the coverage.
This is me paying attention to my shot, even the lie from the green, the speeds, right here, carry 7, that slow coming towards me it's not fast or whatever, but it won't allow that carry. 5-iron. Okay. Anyways, then you just shoot the damn shot sometimes. Whatever.
Look at the
That's
line on
all.
this one. Get in the hole.
Again, for
Getting
me, when
ready to
I
play
get
their
like
third.
on the fringe and shit, or even in the rough and shit, and I got like a chip, and I could be playing somebody like on the 18th hole, and I need that shot to win. The chip, I'm like, oh yeah, that's ball game versus the putt sometimes. Like it really is. It's like the chip. Like I
Oh,
focused
I
on
thought that one was going in.
chipping from
Just a
30
4-footer
yards
remaining.
with a 9 iron to a hole on a green that's firm, so it's a lot of speed. You know, I gotta pay attention to the lie just to drop it or whatever. I used to record every like chip, but now it's
And
like,
in it
hey,
goes for the par.
you know, I'm doing all that recording. Let me just broadcast it or
He finds
whatever,
himself currently
and
tied for
that's just on
12th.
YouTube. If someone has any advice on how to crop my videos or kind of make them more interesting,
Time to
hit
tee
me
off
up
at the
again
second.
on that. T.KOK. 4783. The broadcast is there. Again, I started like days ago. I don't have any viewers. I don't care. Whatever. Um, just trying it out. Let's see. Options. Display chat. Okay, hold on. Oh, there. Okay. Got YouTube on your phone. Apps everywhere. Shit. Yeah. T.KOK. Birdies are my pars 23. It's on YouTube. In fact, let me share this shit to the screen to be real quick. Oh, 6120. Alright, cool. Anyways, yeah, that's my YouTube broadcast or whatever. And I get in there, like, kind of trying to mess with some stuff, add to it, you know, kind of shit. Somebody could even hit me up for a challenge up there or whatever. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? I'm down. Let's make this PGA. It's almost like PGA is kind of like it's got its platform that attracts its type of players or whatever. But it's a lot of the friends of mine like either come from Madden or Call of Duty style, or games way off from this, and it's like we just everybody got be like, hey, I got PGA or whatever. We fuck around with it, and we just kind of created like this Xbox, PlayStation, platform, attaching it to like Facebook accounts and shit like that, showing little shots and stuff, joking around, and kind of started growing at one point. But I think everybody kind of got different, interest on other games or whatever. Like for me, it's just like one of my, games. It's a go-to, like real quick. Also, I mean, simply because you can like leave out of your PGA tour, or whatever, not lose any data or whatever, or you know, and come back to it anytime, like, and it'll put you right where you left off and stuff. So, you know, I mean, oh yeah. And then the funny thing about it, your ass will have a meltdown at some point or
Opting for the
another.
5-wood.
You know, because you could be in a
I'd say that
situation
was a
where
fair
like it's
shot.
close
And missing it
or whatever,
long with
and
that approach,
you
not a
you
good
know you
read.
might shank or something like that, and it's like you like it looks like 2 under par. Let me get this hole real quick, and you fuck around and bogey that one. So you start having fucking meltdowns and shit because you trying to
Lovely
catch
touch.
up. You know
Well
what I
played.
mean? But
Oh, Dr.
it's just
Trubisky
funny, and
strikes
you know
again.
stuff like that.
Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. And down it goes.
I done lost games on the 18th
Sitting at
hole.
10 under par
You
on
know
the
what I
event.
mean? Like
Not much happening. Moving
up the
down the
whole
leaderboard,
time.
never a good
And
sign.
at one game, I was
Let's see
playing one
what
of my
happens here
homeboys,
at
and
the third hole.
he was down like three shots under me through the whole thing, and it was like on the 16th hole, I got a putt from some crazy lie or whatever, and I did not drop the putts, and we ended up
Looks like a
like
similar approach to yesterday.
I think it was
They had
like
a good result
both
yesterday.
12 under
Can't see
par.
why they wouldn't have another good one today.
But I had 2 bogeys in my score on my scorecard, and he ended up grabbing the win at the end or whatever. So it's all in fun. It's all in fun. Okay. Short. It's all
Very
good.
quality shot, that.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2-putt for par would be just fine.
Not being cocky, but if Tony Finau doesn't have
This one
24
looking
under par,
really good.
Well, that was a beauty. That had eyes to the whole
he
way.
ain't won it yet. He
And let's
hasn't
have another
won it
look at
yet.
that one.
About to show y'all a quick run with Lyger. That's just how he rolls.
Sitting at minus 11 overall. Let's see what happens here on the fourth.
Let me see something. Hold on. Nice. What is this? I'll come back later. Let me finish this game. Like,
Handy effort, that one. This shot from about 190 yards out.
oh yeah, another difference between pro and pro-am. For instance, if you look at my little, what is it, like the OID or whatever box up in the top right corner, it says 5 hybrid normal. But on pro, it only gives you like 186 yards carry or whatever. It don't give you as much information about the club you're using in the situation. So some of it is learning your
Opting for the hybrid,
clubs
I think.
or whatever.
Well, they'd love a little bounce to the right here.
By play.
Yes,
You
anytime you
can't
can
even
find
go
the
into,
green and
oh
have a
yeah,
putt,
the training, they
you'll
kind
take
of need
it.
to step that up
Made
where
birdie on the
the
last.
training
We're
is so
looking
basic,
for a
like
second in a
you
row here.
can't find your rhythm to like do more challenges to get better, like if you want to go up in skill level, like
And that's for
the
birdie.
training is
Good
kind of
hole.
basic.
Gotta
Like
say,
it'll show you
putting this
how
well from this
to
distance
give
is a
you a
huge confidence
platform to
booster.
learn how to
He's
drive
currently
better,
sharing 8th
you know,
position.
kind of better hit your drive. You can change your level, your skill level to like amateur pro, whatever.
And now teeing off
But
on this
it's
par 4
still so
hole.
basic. Like all you do is drive. Or if you want to go and hit like chip shots or wedges or whatever, it's kind of basic. Like it doesn't put you in situational
Eight
trainings or
days a week,
whatever.
that rhythm works.
So you can't really familiarize it by the training. It's
Second
just to
shot
play,
here on the
like
5th.
playing it. So I think with me doing 3 rounds, per course, like one, it was fine. It was also like that's kind of how I learned how to hit the
Going with a
shots
pitching
because
wedge
you
here.
could play the same course on from round 1 to round 2. The wind will be 14 miles an hour
Well,
one
not a
round
bad
and
shot,
1
that
mile
one.
an hour the other
Already had a
round,
few
or
birdies
from the
today.
left to the
This
right.
for another.
Stuff like that
This
will
putt was
change or
about
whatever.
17 feet long.
Whereas I look at the score, man.
Always nice to hold those for a birdie.
Gotta say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
You don't need to be long off the tee, Luke. It's only 525 yards, but the second shot plays straight back up the hill, so a little length helps.
Excuse me. Doing what most of us do daily. Facing from one device to the next. Anyways, I can fuck up your rhythm too. But I got motivation from
This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary
knowing
of the
Tony
fairway.
Finau or whoever else is up there.
Coming off a
And I
hat
want
trick
to
of
catch them.
birdies. That's great momentum.
Timing and tempo, baby. Timing and tempo. Let's go. Alright, cool. This is going to be a tough shot.
Opting for the 3-wood. This one could take a little bounce to the left. A big bold play, and it almost paid off. Close to the surface. Let's see if they can get it up and down. You're kidding me. Did he hold that? That'll help make a big move.
Yes, he
That
hold
shot's so
that. Let me
good,
tell
we
you why.
need to have another look.
Lyger's up. Lyger's weird. He'll get on with like 3 random people online for a matchmaking. And like his heart comes out and shit. So
He's currently sitting in 6th
being
position.
focused.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard.
Which is
Never a
really
bad
me, because
thing.
I'm the one playing the shit. It's like, dang, let me see. I do have like this initial etiquette where it's just automatic, you know, I don't know anybody or whatever and shit. And you hear so much stuff about online play, so it's
That
like,
swing reminded
I don't
me
be,
of
you know,
smooth jazz.
I gotta get like motivated from
Time
some
for the
come
second shot
behind
here at the
underdog
7th.
shit sometimes to win for some reason. Other than that, you know,
Going with the 5-iron here.
4 left.
catch myself sometimes playing catch
You're
up,
in the
trying to
bunker.
come back or
Got a
whatever.
chance
It's
to get up and
weird.
down.
Yes, difficult light. Made a par here yesterday. A little bit more difficult today.
Same time, a lot of you
Just missed the
online
hole.
characters, man, be quitting
Pulsating comeback for
halfway
this
through
fella.
the game and shit. Like, you lose your internet connection, man. You unplug that
Good
shit.
stroke.
Trying to keep a record
Yeah,
and
nothing
shit.
to sweat over
I
that
think a
one.
better
Well,
record is a record that show losing or whatever and winning and then places and then,
now 4 back
you know,
after
where you
that hole.
dropped from a rank and you went back to a rank with, you know, stuff like that. Like,
We've
I
reached
think
the
that's a
8th
better
hole.
record
The
than
tee is
some
yours.
phony perfect record or something like that. If you were paying attention while you were losing,
Well, this
you
should be
were learning.
predictable.
I know I do.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? This shot is about 140 yards out. 4 shots behind our leader.
Not today.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Yeah, good safe shot this one. That should find the surface. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. A fair bit on the line here. Spot the top 5.
Yeah. So you still gotta adjust it. Like, her name is
Oh, what a shame.
like
That would have been a nice one to hold.
again.
This is a par putt. And
Still
down
gotta
it goes.
focus.
Let's head to the next. Trailing by 4 strokes.
Putting can mess you up. You be way off and shit. And it's
Here we are at
like,
the final hole on the front 9.
it ain't no readjusting that shit. said it, but still.
Seems to have chosen the 3-wood.
So you just
Yeah,
make
that
your
one's on the
par
dance
to
floor.
get
You
to
can
the
two-putt
next
that
hole.
for sure. What an opportunity to make a birdie.
So you can kind of gauge speed. Make sure your shot is in line. The rest is up to the line, baby.
Hurts.
All right.
And with that, you can go and
Fell
put a
in
par on
love
the
with the
card.
line.
Let's take a look at the
Let's see
leaderboard
what the
as it
scoreboard
stands.
looking like. I can finally pay attention
Currently
to it.
15 under par for the event.
Now, okay. I'm on the back 9. All right,
Always
let's
love a new
go.
beginning. Here we are at the opening hole of the back 9, the 10th. Wow, that was just striped. This shot from 120 yards. 5 strokes behind our leader. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 10th. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today. This one's looking good.
You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today.
This is another reason why I was saying, like, hopefully in
Time for 6.
PGA 2K 2022 or whatever they're gonna name it, they add something matchmaking where you can play on a tour or whatever.
Let's see if they can deliver
Kind of
another
like
one.
because you can create your own or whatever society and make matches and whatever, all of that, but it's limited.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
Would be tricky to do because everybody,
Quite strike that
of
as
course,
cleanly
needs
as
to
they would have
finish their
hoped.
rounds or
Airmail the
whatever.
green with that approach.
So they could probably still apply the whole, you got to play it within 24 hours or whatever it is. You know, if not, you, I guess you like forfeit.
How close was that to going down? Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Solid par putt that. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Let's see what happens
22,
here at the
so
10th.
he hit. Either I missed it, or he just jumped up 2 holes that quick, or he hit it eagle.
Looks like they put a good pass on that one.
Motivation. However, Tony, you're not leaving. That's what I was saying before. Like, whoever is leading the scoreboard right now, it's weird. The algorithms kind of make you think. Sorry.
Hope it gets a good kick to the left. Outstanding approach shot. 11 feet to the cup.
Looking better.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard.
Guarantee you somebody, if somebody adds comments, they're going to ask something about pro. You use the putt aim, you know,
teeing off
all the time or whatever. All right, you use the putt aim all the time. We can run one round, and I guarantee you it's still a matter of you positioning your shot, hitting your shot with the right amount of power and all of that. And it's a lie. All that matters is not like, oh, putt aim gives you a guarantee you putt. No, it doesn't.
Going with the 8-iron here. And here we are with the third shot.
Just a trick to the trade. Like say your green speed's moving like fast or whatever. This isn't necessarily fast. Which is kind of tricky to tell, like based on the line, the speed, and the distance from the hole, and the club you're using, or the carry on the club, and all of that stuff. Like, I mean, I don't know if it's a flawless thing, but I have said, let me see, like if I were to putt from, here, use the putt aim or whatever, if I put it there, if it landed, you know, uh, anywhere in that vicinity before the hole, that's the angle it's gonna roll on. So like it's like you can go back up to your chip because of course you're gonna chip, but you can putt from here too. You can putt from the fringe. You kind of know like somewhere in there you might want to go in that angle in order to make that shot because
What touch, made it.
it's
Chip in for birdie.
still
That's
the same
always a
lie.
nice feeling.
Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look. Our leader is enjoying a three-stroke advantage. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Shit, whack.
That's not what they hoped for. I'm definite about that. Found the deep rough. This will take a big hack to get out here.
Yeah, they parred this hole yesterday, but from easier circumstances today. A little more difficult, but still doable.
This is somewhere what I was saying about pro and the online play or whatever. Like, if you're in the rough, you're trying to like use
Going with a 3-wood here.
something other than an iron or whatever you would use to hit to get out of the rough. And you're
Clever
also
play
trying
there.
to
Just
like
get it back
push
into the
a
fairway.
shot, be aggressive and shit.
Getting ready to play their third.
It's not going down.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Wouldn't that have been nice? Putting for bogey.
My bad. I was commenting on the
Trailing by 8
playoffs
now
game
on that
versus the
hole.
Cowboys 49ers. Being a Cowboys fan as far back as I can remember, like I first played Madden 93 or 94 on Sega Genesis or whatever. Everybody I knew, like the Redskins or whatever, or somebody else, Buffalo Bills, you name it. I always like Cowboys.
Going with the 5-wood.
It's like I saw them win in '96 and stuff, and then it's like going through the years and watching, all this other stuff and saying all the same stuff and listening to Steve A. Like, it's so many people this year doing like the exact same thing they've been doing for 26 years, like in response to what's been the norm. Like, it's crazy.
Oh, I like the look of this. And with that
I
putt,
just
bounce
couldn't.
back
I was
immediately
just
from his
like,
previous drop shot.
They're going to have to dig deep to pull this
no,
one
I'm
out.
not
Let's see what they
appalled.
got.
No, it's not. Oh, we
And
get
let's
them
have
next
one
year.
more
No,
look at
it's
that
not.
shot.
It's like this. Like,
Now currently
either you're
Louis
going to win it
enjoying
or
a
you're going to lose
two-stroke
it.
lead.
Like,
Always
yeah,
positive
I
coming
don't
for
know.
birdie. Let's see what happens here. This is
I
a good
definitely
time to
not
get
going to
lit
go
with the tournament
a
on the
whole
line.
week waiting on next week for a game to win
That's
again
tough.
if it's a loss or a
And this shot
season.
from about
Like,
150
that
yards
shit's
out.
not that serious. It used to be.
Looks to have chosen the
It's
7-iron.
fun, though.
This one looks like it'll
Always
safely
fun.
make the green. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
This is a good chance. Well, nicely done. Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies.
So
Moving
I'm
the
gonna
right
say that's
direction there, Luke.
risque when you trying to come
Now
back
8
very
shots back
hard and
after that hole.
win one of these tournaments. Yeah, I just like straight on my A game.
You've arrived
I
at par
hit
4.
like a 31 under par or whatever, more than once. Just, kind of crushing it or whatever.
This looks to be a fairway seeker to me.
Right now I'm just trying to
About
kind of
130 yards here.
pace it, but play for real. Like, it's more
Opting for the 9-iron. This one looks
experimenting,
just a fraction
learning.
too long to me. Yeah, well played. Oh, this is a long way from downtown, but you're closer. John, what's he got in front of him?
Well, it looks like this is about 21 feet.
Looking really good. Oh, I don't mind
Short.
this par putt.
This
The putt
par
drops.
could have cost
We're
me.
moving on.
Par could have cost me. Let me see where we at. What is scorecard?
So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Well, it's come down to this, the final hole. Welcome to the 18th. That's a touch of the Freddie Couples rhythm right there.
I remember when I first started this game at one point, like, they really switched to like skill level or something we did, and it was like I was flicking the fuck out of the controller. Like, shit was crazy, man. It was like I
Headed
couldn't,
right and staying right.
get it or whatever.
And here we are with
It's
the
like,
third
what the
shot.
fuck? Like, shit is tricky or whatever. But man, it's like you go back and forth on being
How
off,
close was that
like
to going in the hole? Great
off and
shot.
on, like
What a
that,
wonderful display this has
back
been.
to back.
All this putt,
Sand with a
on a
splash
60.
chip, whatever. As long as it could get up over the bunker, get on the green. I was
It's got a
dropping
chance.
those. It'd just be like that,
Putt
like
coming
that
up
shit.
here.
I was just
And with it, that concludes
sloppy,
his event.
not really. And I think I got. Oh well.
Got to hand him to a Rich. Finishing the top 5 is pretty impressive.
Luke, you're right. Top 5 finish this week.
It's some long ass broadcast,
Whatsoever.
so like
Lots
people
of
probably looking at the
positive
time
takeaway.
on them and
I'm
like
certain
saying,
they'll be
"Fuck
looking
that."
at what they could have done
So,
better to finish a few
anyways,
spaces higher, if not win the event. But listen,
so on my
top
channel,
fives are always
hit me up
a
with some
stepping
advice on how
stone
to
to
crop
next week's
and
event.
do all that extra shit with the
Well, that'll just
videos.
about...
I'm a rookie. Tony Finau won that shit. Alright. Motivation. I'm gonna start a new broadcast. In about 15 minutes. Peace.